Oh, you know what? I don't think I published my YouTube videos last night, did I? I felt like I was forgetting to do something this morning. I definitely forgot to publish Eureka Tell last night. I mean, this is certainly a keep, right? You're not playing Aether Vial to not play it on one. Yeah, we closed with Eureka Tell, Nivik. Yeah, we ended up doing 3 decks. We were done at like almost 1 a.m. It was in fact confirmed late. That is a modern legal Magic the Gathering card. It's like build your own wild Nakatl. They're gonna play like your walls can attack next turn. Watching or just going to hear your videos from last month, do you have any consensus on that deck? The last list we played felt fine. Whatever the list where we ended up cutting the rest in pieces from, that would be the one I would recommend playing. The rest in pieces were not good. Overgrown Battlement. Look at our modern deck. We're not going to do anything that impacts the board till turn 4. My opponent's erecting some walls. Am I supposed to ghost quarter myself to put this? I was watching the Colorless Card Control videos, thought Colorless Card Control would be a neat name if you ran it back. Colorless Card Troll. That's definitely a memeier name. Thanks for the 3 months, Surreal Sam. Welcome back. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time. Links are enabled in chat. If you read the chat rules when you clicked into chat the first time, you would know links are enabled in chat. Feel free to post relevant Magic related links in chat, such as links to Kenobi's content. No, this was Nivik. I give Nivik some leeway too. People with faces on banners get leeway to make me do things I don't want to do. So here we are. Look at that. We put this grizzly bear in our deck, but we got to strip mine them twice. They didn't even know what was coming. They still have 4, 5, 6 mana in play, but we certainly got them. Show him who's the boss. I'm gonna let my strip mines take credit for them passing the turn here. Can only assume. Look at this. Look at this riveting game of Magic. It's like a bunch of OXs. No, I don't really play limited. There's a bunch of people that all they do is play limited, so I don't feel a need to clog my channel up with that. Oh, geez, you had to pay to search with Cat Jesus, huh? Got a quarter calling here. Cord for 2. What's going on, Apprentice? Alright, let's push these up. We're gonna push these up twice more. And the stream title updated? If you have your browser open from last night, it probably didn't update for you. The stream title should be fine. It's funny how consistently everybody that gets here in like the first 10 minutes, they're like, man, you having a bad day, Jeff? It's like, nah, it's just starting off. Takes me a second to get my pep going. need to get warmed up. Classic modern matchup. Poop Bears versus dual decks. Poop Bears versus Walls. Did they just activate and fail to find? They just activated and failed to find twice? Well, that's just good beats. Green-white value has not ever been, nor will it ever be, a reasonable deck in Modern. Is a collection of medium minus cards with no efficient interaction. Ha-ha! Cat Jesus strikes again. Cat Jesus is coming for you. He gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. All right, Cat Jesus. Here's your brethren. Larger cat. I'm gonna push this one to 4. I'm gonna leave this one on 2. The actual answer is that, like, I didn't really get less sleep really than I normally get because, like, I have children. I'm up early every day. Let's go, King Kitty. King Kitty. Yeah. King Kitty. King Kitty. King Kitty. That's true. Elves is like the reddest green deck you can play. 10 out of 10. Yeah, the future is now. The low/no delay is kind of insane. Yep. That, I assume they have something in their deck that lets them filter. That is, in fact, modern staple freed from the real. Alright, so I'm gonna let damage happen here. And then in response to this trigger, I'm gonna blink my King Cat. So he doesn't die. I should have played the Dire Fleet, right? Probably. I can cord for 2 here, right? He's like, how does Convoke work with this? I get to cord for 2 here at their end of turn. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I think I can cord for 2, but we're gonna have to find out together. I do have to pay for Arbiter. That is correct. So I pay 2 here, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus this in play is 5. There's 2 parts to this question. The first part is, how is this supposed to work? The second part is, how does it work on Magic Online? It is an A-B question, chat. No, you can cast Court of Calling by just tapping all your stuff. You don't have to tap any lands to cast Court of Calling. We're saying, does Convoke count as spending mana of any color? That's a good question. And like, if we can't, it doesn't matter because we're not gonna be able to cast it anyways. So like, there's like really no harm, no foul here. The actual answer is, I don't know. Like, I feel like the more that I think about it, I'm not actually gonna be able to do this, but I want to put a 2/1 into play so we can attack on the ground anyways. So I think we're putting the Dire Fleet in and we're gonna learn together. We did here. You get to tutor for a thing. Nope. All right. God bless. This is gonna shock some of you out there, but I actually don't have any cards in my sideboard here for the Walls matchup. I know that's gonna come as a shock to some of you watching, but I don't believe I currently have any cards in my sideboard for the Walls matchup. So I'm gonna click submit. Just run back the old main deck. Nahiri Exile's freed from the real. Sure. I'd buy that for $1. We need 20 sideboard cards so we can board for the Walls. That's what I'm saying. Hear my cries, Watsy. Don't you understand? Don't you understand what you're doing to us? I mean, we're not playing our Leonin Arbiter Ghost Quarter Aether Vial deck to not keep my hand with Leonin Arbiter Aether Vial Ghost Quarter. That is certainly the case. If the Walls attack, we can settle them, right? You're not wrong. That is technically a legal play. There's a Watery Grave in their deck? There's a Watery Grave. Somebody put a Watery Grave in your Court of Calling deck, friendo. Are you aware that somebody has put a Watery Grave into your Court of Calling deck? Just gonna get the kitties down. We'll get a pretty kitty down now. We'll put a pretty kitty in off the Aether Vial next turn, and then we'll bolt plus Ghost Quarter. Cat Jesus would like to decline blocks. Cat Jesus knows blocking is beneath him. Bolt that one. Wasteland you. Tick you up. I think my sequencing was just excellent there. Just, you know, do it all during the upkeep. Just send the message that I already had all these things. Get out of here. I mean, I'm definitely a promotional player. I promote Magic the Gathering quite well. That's all I do on this stream. I think that makes me a pro, right? I'm a promotions guy. Low latency, baby. The future is now. Yeah. All right, Kitty Jesus, saddle up. That's a pro squared. Look at these grizzly kitties. Grizzly kitty gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Grizzly kitty is coming to town. Oh no! It's Grizzly Kitty's mortal enemy, the O3. Kick him! Kick him! Kick him while they're down! Kick him while they're down! Alright, Grizzly Kitties. Let's go! I'm gonna hold this one back. I know I could blink it if they blocked it with the 2-2, but they could have a sweeper or something weird, so there's no reason not to play around that, I don't think. Especially blocks like this, like, heavily imply there could be a sweeper in my future. I am standing. You gotta stand up for what you believe in. Ooh. Ooh. Those were some poopy blocks, I agree. I think they were dead anyways because I had this Besto Resto in my hand, but we'll see. We'll see. Lightning bolts and shitty kitties looks like the Thundercats. God bless us. Yeah, I think so. I think those blocks implied they needed to hit a sweeper or bust. First mulligan of the day. Ah, yes. The classic tapped land Aether Vial opener. So, the reason why Damping Sphere is a great card is because it's not good against just Tron. Damping Sphere is a great card because in addition to being good against Tron, it's good against Storm, it's good against Ad Nauseam, it's good against Jeskai Ascendancy, it's good against Grishelbrand. That's why it was an exciting card to see printed, because it's good against a variety of things. This is a part where my opponent's pausing and going to check the game log and see if I scried top or bottom. They're going to see I scried top and know that I'm hitting a land next turn. So, go ahead and drop this and this. Got a clue here. All right. This is just so for those that are new to the stream. For those that are new to the stream, that's gonna seem like an early concession. What I was checking for in my sideboard there was a way to kill Ensnaring Bridge, and this deck has 0 ways in the 75 to kill an Ensnaring Bridge. We've got 4 copies of Flickerwisp, which is not enough. I get that Flickerwisp is there, but like in order to beat through Lantern consistently without counterspells or discard, you probably need close to a dozen ways to interact with Ensnaring Bridge to consistently get through it, and it's just not worth the headache of playing through. It's just not worth the headache of playing through. So we're just gonna move on with our lives. Scene seems okay. The human body was not intended to sit 8 hours a day. And since I stream for 6, 7, 8, sometimes even 9, 10, 11, 12 hours, I split my time sitting and standing because it is healthier and more comfortable for my body. I'm already like hammering my hands by using my keyboard and mouse for 10 hours. I might as well try to not hammer my back as well. This matchup's probably not too terrible for us. The fact that this deck doesn't really take damage from its lands is a big deal. Well, laying down is actually different from sitting, right? In pretty relevant ways. Yeah, miss a land drop, huh? It'd be a damn shame if you couldn't cast any more spells. Fuck. Just the gosh darned unluckiest. Splicer's a good hit with these Flickerwisp and Restos in our hand. It's probably a punch that I don't have 4 Blade Splicers in this deck because I have 4 Flickerwisps and 4 Restos, so that's probably a mistake in this build. Like just maxing on ways to get value out of these is probably pretty good. That was a sweet shock to myself end of turn, realize I can't cast the spell. I can't burn them with the Dire Fleet just yet because Thalia is symmetrical. Go ahead and poke him from 1. Of course, Big F Monster, we got you. We got you here. The Hog Fam's got your back. Christy and I just ordered a new bed, and she's sending me pictures of like what bed frame do I want to go with the mattress, and I'm like, I don't care what mattress bed frame we have. I don't care if the mattress is on the floor. Do we even need a frame? It was a mix, Nivik. I found one that had 4 Restoration Angels in it, and then I kind of tuned a couple of the details. I adjusted the sideboard a bit. Floor, bed, best. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna helix something. These golems are like cockroaches, opponent. They don't fucking go away. You can't just keep shooting the golems and expect them to go away. They're not going anywhere. Are just good innocent artifact people trying to make a living in this hard world, and you keep throwing bolts at them while they're just trying to put in a honest day's work. He's good honest. He's good honest creatures. Oh yeah, you Searing Blaze me for one, opponent. You get it. You get it, opponent. You get right on in there with that Searing Blaze. You nasty opponent. You blaze him. 420 blaze it, yo. That's what the kids say, right? 420 blaze it. Oh yeah. Got my Dire Fleet Daredevil. Look at all the candy he has to pick from. Look at all the candy. Boop. Boop you right on the nose. Just boop him on the nose. I mean, I think I'm pretty fly. Although you can't say fly for a white guy because the kids aren't down with that reference. They don't understand. Apparently that's too old. Nobody understands the too fly for a white guy reference anymore. It's very sad. It's very sad. Too fly for a white guy is a quality reference. The kids ain't right. It's not the kids. I'm not the one that's wrong. It's the children. The children are wrong. All right, what am I cutting? Is it nuts to cut a Path to Exile in this matchup just because like I really don't want to be pathing them a lot of the time? I think that's fine actually. Yeah, we had to concede against Lantern to hide information. Turn 1 Forge-Tender. How do you do, fellow children? Okay, let's go Quarter. I'm just gonna shock this in. So we're gonna take 2 damage off of this anyways. Play him a Forge-Tender. Do you have a Skullcrack? So remember, Skullcrack lets the opponent break protection for bread. Alrighty, do you know how protection for bread works, opponent? It means I get to do this. I offer myself as tribute. Am I playing Thalia here? Yeah, I mean, if I play Thalia and they Rift Bolt her, it's like she gained 3, right? I'm gonna leave this back because I'm pretty sure they're gonna Rift Bolt Thalia here, and I don't want to take damage from this Goblin Guide. Darn cards have too many words on them, right? So, I think I'm actually going to Smuggler Copter here. Get my Thraben Inspector going on. Get to the chopper! To the chopper! My screen's gonna blink here for a second while I load up a tool. Just so people don't freak out, or so they know why it's happening. My computer just sounds like it's running a little hot. Just want to make sure it's not. Gotta check my temperatures. Oh baby, we get to looter scooter away this Aether Vial on turn 12. That's just good clean deck building right there, chat. It's just good clean deck building. Ah, yes, the classic. The classic, let me get the loot trigger. Bless you. You brought in Path to Exile. Alright. Alright, I'll take it, I guess. No, I don't think so. Like, their entire deck is stuff that kills the Forge-Tender by and large, so I think, like, being aggressive and saving that seems a little weird. I am Apprentice. In fact, I loaded all those up this morning. I had everything crafted that we need. We'll be playing at least 3 of them. MTGO there, losing its mind to touch. So, the problem with your question here is you've asked for a good legacy burn deck. That's like walking into the bathroom and going, does anybody have a turd that smells good? I'm really just looking for one of them good smelling turds. I've heard the good smelling turds exist. Who's got one? Zero Forever with the $25 donation. Thanks, bud. This is for Ghost Away Kiki. And a reminder to update the deck with new cards as you see fit. 10 out of 10 will do. Thank you for the support. I'll get that bumped up after we're done today. That's true. Blue-Red Delver is technically a burn deck. That's the answer. Blue-Red Delver. Blue-Red Delver. Blue-Red Delver burn. It's like a burn. It's the least bad version of burn. Man, where's Cat Jesus when you need him? Jesus, where's my Cat Jesus so I can wasteland this nerd? Just want to wasteland our opponent. I want to wasteland him into the ground. Is this the best restoration? It might be, Burgle. There's a very real chance that... Oh, baby, hit me. Hit me, dealer. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, attack. You know you want to attack. If they attack, this is going to be a concession attack. Come on. Come on, ship it. Ship it. Ship it. Oh, man. Oh, man. They're dead regardless. Doesn't really matter. Flick this one in and out. There were 2 streams yesterday. We streamed yesterday morning and yesterday evening. I think they're actually just dead on board, right? This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, they're actually just dead on board because of the Shefet Dunes. The old glorious anthem hiding in the mana base. Bouncing Blade Splicer is very good. There should definitely be 4 Blade Splicers in this deck. I like the design of the deserts too, Burgle. I think they're just like quality Magic cards. The fact they happen to act as colorless tools is also neat. Welcome to everybody that's hanging out here this morning. My name is Jeff Hoagland. If you're new, thanks for dropping by. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Glad I didn't scare you away. I stream Magic full time here on Twitch. I'm here 30 plus hours a week. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month, or if you're one of the many people out there who has Amazon Prime, that gets you Twitch Prime included for free, which gives you a channel subscription every single month at no extra cost to yourself. Subscribers directly support my content here and allow me to keep doing this full time. You can also support my stuff by checking out some of my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. Mac Weldon provides premium men's clothing. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogleClothes, you can save 20% on your first order with them. They do premium casual wear, shorts, t-shirts, underwear, polos, all sorts of great stuff there. And of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without viewers like Anaronix, Justin, Nivik, and all of y'all out there. Thanks for watching. If you are new and enjoying this stuff and you can't subscribe right now, at the very least, hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything and lets you know when I go live and with what. Someone asked the inevitable question. Hey, Jeff. Nope, I missed the question. Oh, there it is. Hey, Jeff, I don't know if this has been asked before, but how come you don't fly out to Grand Prix as often? The reason why I don't spend $500, $600, $1,000 to fly to a Magic tournament that's going to cost me another $100 to play in and then another $200 to stay in a hotel is because I like money. I'm a big fan of money, and I can play Magic for far less money than that right here from the comfort of my own home with all of you at home. So, going to, as someone who's played, you know, 100, 200, a very large number of Magic weekends in my life, I've had my share of convention centers. It's not an experience for me anymore. It's just like, you know, another tournament. I don't even need to wear pants. That's true. I don't have pants on right now. It's fantastic. This hand's pretty terrible, right? Alright, everybody can check close 7 into unkeepable 6 off their bingo boards. Chat, it's summer. I'm wearing shorts. The high is going to be like 90 where I'm at today. I'm definitely wearing shorts. I'm gonna get to this question up front because people are always going to ask in a situation like this. I'm not gonna activate the Field of Rune because you can't Field of Rune basic lands. That's the reason why I'm not activating Field of Rune to fix my mana, is because I can't target basic island with it. God, why is the art on all of these lands so phenomenal? Why is it so great? All right, that's decent for us. Means if we find another land, we get to go ahead and put a decent amount of pressure on play. The bingo cards are quite good. Shout outs to Zach Elsick, UTD Zach in chat for making those up. Yeah, Bad Humans is probably much better than what we have going on, though, to be fair. Hopefully they play a Mutavault so we can use this Field of Rune to get a second Plains. Really appreciate it if you could play a Mutavault opponent. That's the opposite of helping me get a second Plains. That's taking away my first not quite Plains opponent. We're going backwards here. Oh, God bless us, everyone. God bless us, everyone. The OP giveth, the OP taketh away. Yes, that is Zach Elsick. UTD Zach is Zach Elsick. Can verify that one. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I guess if they have a Lord, they're gonna give it to me anyways. Fuck it. We can flick the Dune to kill the sea. Is that better than making another Golem, though? It lets us block, so it's probably worthwhile. Big fan of blocking, chat. Big fan. Big fan of blocking this time of year. Huge fan of blocking. All right, well, that attack kicked us right in the dick. Thalia is pretty bad here, right? Especially if I'm bringing in 4 mana spells. Hey, Unbanned Mental Misstep. Thank you for the 2-month resubscription. I do appreciate it. Cankle-Biter, you have your face on a banner, so you are allowed to use your money for evil. Just remember, it isn't normal amounts of money for things as obnoxious as Hatebears. I don't know why people like this deck. It's just such... This deck is like... It's like green-white value town. It's just like not doing anything objectively powerful, and it's all like these kind of slow and clunky cards that like have a small touch of interaction, but not like a lot of interaction. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Do I keep this? I guess it's got Looter Scooter. Can we just unban Stoneforge Mystic so like we could play this style of deck with good cards in it? Like if we could just like cut this fucking card for Stoneforge Mystic and a Batterskull package, like could you imagine how good that would be? Also, I would like to be on record stating I would love to Restoration Angel a Stoneforge Mystic. I really want a Restoration Angel, a Stoneforge Mystic. It's basically everything I want out of life. What's the donation amount for a face on a banner? Banners start at 200 USD per month. I think I'm just gonna flick their Aether Vial here, right? Just like put them behind a turn, basically. Nah, man. I'd play 2 Batterskulls. Nobody expects the second Batterskull. Gets them every fucking time. That was my favorite in Legacy. The second Batterskull. Nobody plays around the second Batterskull in Legacy. It's just like the sweetest of getchas. It's a lot of Silvergill's opponent. I used to spend over $200 a month on soda, and now I have a banner on the internet instead. I'm just here to help you get healthy, Wannabe Beetle. I'm just here to help you get healthy. All right, Looter Scooter doing the Lord's work here. Yeah, Retachroma is neat. Retachroma is neat. So how am I restoing? We're definitely restoing the Flickerwisp. The question is, what am I doing with it? Anchor just surprising things in combat, right? I guess they can... I'm gonna reset the vial again, yeah. Just gonna do this now, because I don't want to get Harbinger of the Tide. Because they're pretty choked on mana, so... I'm gonna blink this. We actually time walk it 2 turns, right? Because we blink this now, and then they don't get the Aether Vial back till the end of their next turn, the way Flickerwisp works, so that'll be an entire turn without it. So they don't get to put a counter on this at the start of their next turn. They have another Curse Catcher. It's unfortunate. Hopefully we just draw a creature next turn, and then we can crew this and crack them for 9 in the air. When are they gonna attack in here? They might trade Silvergill for 4 points of damage here. annoying. Let the run goods continue. Pretty sure I'm just leaving Resto back here on defense. Although I guess, no, that's not true. If I smash here and I hit a creature in 2 draws, I can kill them next turn in the air. Ay, 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 ay. Do 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 do. I do go to the gym, but I almost certainly haven't lost weight because I eat terribly. Guess this gives me 2 more draws of creatures, right? Oh, tapped wrong. Could have had that. Oh, I guess I should have ghost quartered myself for planes there, huh? Should just like, I guess this kills Beautivault though, which is nice. Any chance you're playing Hearthstone later? Yep, every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon we're gonna wrap up with some Hearthstone. So my plan is to do 3 Magic Leagues, and then we'll close with 2.5 to 3 hours of Hearthstone. Let me look in the donation queue. What was this deck at? This deck had 150 bonus weight applied to it. There was a bidding war over what got to go first today. All units of tragedy basically come from the same source on this stream. His name is Justin. What a trickster. Diddle my Copter. I liked my Copter. You're so rude, opponent. I take full responsibility for your enjoyment of Hearthstone. Game is great. A+ game. Smoke if you got him. Smoke if you got him. Almost forgot to play the Ghost Quarter because they have 2 Curse Catchers. There we go. There we go. And get me happy with how I boarded. Yeah, I'm gonna submit. I'm just gonna run it back. I don't see a very hateful thing. This is basically like Blade Splicer the deck. Yeah, it's just red-white aggro. Like, again, like, this is the archetype that I think would stand to gain the most from Stoneforge Mystic on paper in terms of decks that already exist. There's probably new Stoneforge Mystic decks out there that could be reasonable, but on paper, this deck stands to gain a little bit from... That's a keep. I guess we have a ton of creatures in our deck, right? And like Copter's really good with creatures. I really feel like Smuggler's Copter like kind of forgives all, and like we don't have a red source in the hand technically, but like Field of Runes is like a really slow evolving wilds. Why not both, Ralk? Why not both? Oh, you don't have a land. Bolts. Red source is a good draw. Hopefully find a creature next turn. No, Stoneforge Mystic is not modern legal. It just should be. Creature. I mean, I guess depending on how you split hairs, that's technically a creature. I just want to play Dead Guy Ale in Modern. Couldn't you play Stoneforge Mystic in Humans? You could, maybe. I don't know if that deck actually wants that card, though. Like, does Stoneforge fix problems that Humans has? As someone who hasn't played a lot of Humans, on paper, it doesn't look like it solves problems that that archetype has. It's a lot of Aether Vials, opponent. Can I draw a 3-drop creature, please? Blade Splicer. Yay! Da, 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 da. Can we talk about how good Blade Splicer is with Smuggler's Copter for a minute? This is just like good quality deck building here. This is just good quality deck building. You gonna diddle my Smuggler's Copter? Are you gonna diddle my Smuggler's Copter, opponent? Don't do it to me. I just want to loot. I just want to loot. Let me loot. Set my people free. Just wanted to loot with my Copter. My Copter had a dream. I was gonna get to fly in and loot. All right. Do I exile their Aether Vial here? I feel like I should, right? Because it keeps them off of putting 2-drops in next turn. They could potentially kill my Nahiri here, but I think that's fine. I think taking this Aether Vial off the table is worthwhile. Sure, they're just going to draw a land and then cast a 2-drop, but I think it's worth killing that Vial there. I'm pretty sure I leave this Vial on 3 at this point, because I don't have that many 4s and we have a bunch of 3s. Whoa, no attacks is huge. It's huge, not attacks. Huge, not attacks. Yes, please. Discard that one. Another Aether Vial. Get to the chopper! To the chopper! Every day we smuggling. Do 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 do. Oh baby, we're gonna get to Wasteland. We're gonna get to Wasteland. Talking about Wastelands B. Talk about you and me. Gonna kill your land. Gotcha. Keeping them from playing Spreading Seas is actually valuable here. Meow. Kitty cat Jesus in the house. Maybe Surreal Sam. Honestly, the question is like, what is the disruption package look like? I'd have to see what the actual deck list is before I said yes or no to something like that. Was not a children's song. Man. This is an easy chump block, right? Because they obviously have another lord here and they're gonna try and eat my golem if I block with it. So I just pump a chump here, and then Nahiri will eat the trickster next turn. King Kitty! After much reflection, I'd like nothing more than fair magic. So can it go towards Griselbrand? Definitely the yellow bandana. You sent a big one, right? Yes, you did. Yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We'll make some Griselbrand happen. Everybody loves some fair and balanced Magic the Gathering. Ooh, should have kept that, right? Should have kept that in my hand because I'm sending in the looter scooter here. That was a big pop-up punch there. Should have held on to the Inspiring Vantage here for half a second. Didn't matter. Oh man, are we about to be 3-1 with Poop Bears? Bitch for playing another deck with Thieving Copters. Thanks, Zach. Wait, did they just diddle? Oh, it loses. I was like, why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do that before it attacked? They pulled my Copter to the ground, chat. They pulled it to the ground and they're beating him. He's a poor innocent Copter. Why are you so mean to him? He didn't do nothing to nobody and you pulled him to the ground and beat him to death. He's just trying to smuggle for his family, opponent. Do these games cost you tickets or anything to play? Yep. Leagues are a minimum of $8. I think we just double up here, right? If they want to kill the golem or cat Jesus. Number of folks set up a false helipad. Lies and damnable lies. Alright, let's flip this little meow into play. This is a Cat Jesus. Cat Jesus and King Kitty. We're basically playing Cat Tribal. I'm gonna hold on to that for Nahiri next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with Brimaz. I know my opponent doesn't have another Lord, because if they had another Lord, they would have put it in to let the Merfolk Trickster eat Leonin Arbiter last turn. This is a reasonably safe attack. Nahiri's done some good work this game. She's killed 2 things and she's filtered like 2 or 3 cards. Yeah, I think with the 2 Aether Vials they have here, it's not worth just wastelanding them. Oh, they could have a 4/4 though. That makes sense. They're going to eat my stuff. That's unfortunate. Guess maybe it was better to be conservative and just hold King Cat back. It's a shame we haven't hit another piece of removal in 21 cards. Would have just completely savaged them there if we had a Lightning Bolt or Path to Exile. I mean, they don't have an Island Walk Lord currently. He says as his opponent puts an Island Walk Lord into play. Things are kind of getting away from us here. We need a Settle the Wreckage ASAP. Keep this board in check. All right. Our pretty lady has died. If I'd have been more conservative with my Brimaz, that wouldn't have happened. Well, I guess I get to be conservative with this one. Do I want to put this Inspiring Vantage into play? Yeah, I think so. I only have 1 more Nahiri and 1 more Looter Scooter, so not that likely that I get to do anything else with it. Yep. Needle Spires can help us out inside of combat as well. They pushed it to 4. We have like a 1-turn window to be able to beat Master of Waves. It's really weird that they shipped with all of these last... I guess I had Leonin Arbiter tapped last turn. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I didn't have this up either. Yeah, never mind. This makes sense. This has double strike, so we'll trade here. We'll trade here, hopefully. This is a Master of Waves. We need a Path to Exile or a Settle the Wreckage right now. My article on Friday, tomorrow, on GatheringMagic.com will be talking about data from recent Modern tournaments, as well as cards I think could be unbanned in Modern and why. Draw, brick, and concede. I mean, I don't think that lets us live, but we'll take a turn here and see how they do what they do in combat. Vincent, this isn't most Twitch chats. If you wanna say something silly like Birthing Pod can't be unbanned in the format where you get turn 3 card and die on turn 2, you need to back yourself up. You gotta try and at least explain your bad logic. All right, so if I put this here and this here and this here, I guess I could put this here and they'll trade even, because this is going to eat this and this will eat this. And then we take 14. So they'll lose these 3 and we'll take 14. Yeah, I think that's fine. If they have another Lord here, we're not winning anyways, so I'm not going to play around it. Whenever people talk about things being too... Oh, that was the match, wasn't it? Tough beats, tough beats. Right, we lost game 1. I forgot we lost game 1 pretty quickly, right? All right, I'm gonna pull an SCG and get my second ad plug in here before this next match starts. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you enjoy the content, be sure to check out some of the sponsors. inkgaming.com would love to help you customize some of your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmatch, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other Magic cards or cash direct with other players. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off the top. And of course, welcome to the wonderful land of Hooglandia. Be sure to talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator for your complimentary timeout. Two mana cards that enable turn 1 kills. I think those can and should stay banned. Birthing Pod doesn't enable turn 2 kills. It doesn't. Birthing Pod doesn't enable turn 2 kills. Can you explain the if you can't beat something, don't play around it rationale? So basically, I look at the board state there and I go, okay, well, can I win this game if they have another Lord here? And the answer to that question, I think, based on the position we're in, was no, if they have a Lord, we're just losing this game regardless. So that means I'm not going to consider they could have a Lord in any of my decision-making process during my blocks that turn. Because if I'm guaranteed to lose if they have a Lord anyways, there's no point in playing around it. Finally, back to the States and see a 3-month badge. Also, I thought this was a mean... Look... There was a lot of democracy applied to this one, Pastor. We work on pretty simple principles here. For enough dollars, anything can happen. Okay. I played exclusively blue-red interactive decks the last time Birthing Pod was legal, and I played a bunch of Modern then. I've also played a bunch of Modern since Birthing Pod's been banned. With blue-red, no. I have a new article getting posted tomorrow on gatheringmagic.com. A brand new article. If you're in the subscribers Discord, there's a preview of that article linked in the article previews channel, but it'll be up for everybody with nice, pretty formatting tomorrow on gatheringmagic.com. As someone who likes to play interactive control decks, it is actually harder to beat cards like Collected Company as a control deck than it is to beat cards like Birthing Pod. I would much rather play against Birthing Pod as an interactive control deck than I would play against Collected Company. Because Birthing Pod is predictable in when it can come into play and how I can interact with it once it's in play. Whereas Collected Company gives me lots of sequencing fits and allows my opponent to bob and weave and get their value under my counter magic. Correct, yep. I played a ton of Jeskai. I played just straight like blue-red tempo burn. Yeah, Birthing Pod, there's, and again, Birthing Pod has never been legal while Culligan's Command and Abrade are legal in Modern, which is, again, it's important to realize that, like, and same thing with Splinter Twin, right? Splinter Twin's never been legal while Fatal Push existed, right? And these other cards. I think Phyrexian Mana is shit. I think Phyrexian Mana is shit design. That being said, like, Birthing Pod in and of itself, even though it has Phyrexian Mana as part of its design, I think it creates interesting decks and allows for interesting things to happen. It's not like Dismember, right? Birthing Pod isn't used in decks to break the color pie for an effect that they wouldn't normally have, right? Like, Birthing Pod is played pretty much only in green decks. It's not being used to break the color pie. The last time Birthing Pod was legal, Jund was a competitive tier 1 deck. So saying that like Birthing Pod pushes other mid-range decks out of the format is demonstratedly not true. It's demonstratedly not true. You get through the breached and died. Yes, again, like I say this constantly on this stream. The biggest thing to me that people fail to identify when talking about cards being good or bad in Modern is that people just think Magic cards are this black-white, it's good or bad, it's too good or it's fine. And that's not true. And I talk about this in my article that's going up tomorrow. Everything in Magic and TCGs is contextual to the format that they're being played in. These cards are only too good in the context of the formats that they were previously played in. Do I path my thing here? I'm gonna path my thing. I would kind of like another basic planes, and this denies them drawing a card. We are 2-2 in this league. I think whether or not you're supposed to be killing the tokens or the Blade Splicer is completely contextual based on what other things you have going on in your hand. I think the answer is it depends. Ooh, piece of candy. Piece of candy! How does this deck feel? Mediocre and underpowered. For the record, I don't think this deck's unplayable. I think this deck is just like the Green-White Company deck that Todd Stevens plays. I think it's like this mediocre pile of like mid-range creatures that's not doing anything inherently powerful or broken, and Modern by and large is a format that generally rewards you for doing things that are inherently powerful and proactive, and this deck just isn't doing those types of things. It's not that I don't play it because I think it's I'm not sure the best way to phrase it. Just like basically what it comes down to is it's not interesting and it's not powerful. Like at least a lot of the decks we play on this stream that I don't think are very good are at least doing sweet things. But like this deck isn't even doing sweet things. Like blinking my Blade Splicer is the sweetest thing we get to do here. And that's not particularly sweet. Yep, yeah, basically, Zach, you're hoping to hit some fair decks so you can have a chance to actually kill them. Would you play 8-Rack over this? No, this creates more enjoyable gameplay than 8-Rack in my opinion. Like I think 8-Rack just kind of creates miserable games where like you don't really get to make a lot of relevant choices. So on top of not being powerful, 8-Rack also doesn't generate good gameplay in my opinion. It's my favorite sweet thing to do in Modern. I like the Jeskai Ascendancy combo deck. I think the Jeskai Ascendancy combo deck is genuinely powerful and I have a lot of fun playing it. If you haven't seen that deck before, we played it on the stream yesterday morning. It's a lot of fun. Do you have a favorite tempo deck in Modern? Does Black-Green Rock count as a tempo deck? I'm pretty sure Black-Green Rock counts as a tempo deck. We're not dead to Breach Emrakul anymore because we're at 20. We get to bolt them and then untap and kill them. Jeskai Ascendancy, not close. Alright, I guess I'll bring these in. They're probably going to board out the Blood Moon because it's just not very good against us. These Path to Exiles are almost certainly terrible. These bolts are probably not worthwhile. I'm going to cut a bolt and a Leonin Arbiter. Do I have any favorite control decks in Modern? Jeskai Nahiri. Jeskai Nahiri is a control deck, right? 10 out of 10 Jeskai Nahiri. Do you bring in Settle for Emrakul? No. The 15 is not what's going to kill us from the Emrakul. It's the Annihilator trigger. Oh, not here to mulligan Aether Vial in my Aether Vial deck. I'll be right back. I need to run to the restroom really quick. Don't go anywhere. We got a bunch more leaks coming up. Sorry about that. Thing in the ice. Okay. Aether Vial makes that suck a little bit less for us, but it's still going to be pretty good. Nah, this is a real Jeff. Real Jeff will do anything for the right amount of dollars. I did board out Path to Exile. Am I supposed to cast a... I'm pretty sure I'm just not supposed to cast anything into remands and mana leaks here, right? Yep, yeah, I agree. All right, so in response to these vial triggers, I'm gonna crack this in case we get another 1-drop before I tick this up. That's great. That is also very good. And they're like at 13 already because they like fetch shock twice. I'm pretty sure I'm leaving the vial at 3-on-3 for the time being. These two cards are the reason why this deck is good. These two cards are the reason why this archetype might be reasonable. Yeah, Vial and Wisp, I agree. These are my bears. My bears are annoying. No, because I can just cast Resto off my lands like I did here, Nivik. In the event that I wanted, in the event they cast anything. Like, I just have so many 3s and I can't cast my 3s through counter magic, so... Alright, well, it looks like this is a modern deck, and we're gonna 3-2. No, they're not gonna flip Thing in the Ice. If Thing in the Ice gets close to flipping, we'll Flickerwisp it. How do you have 9 creatures? I thought it capped at 7. Get out of here. All right, red, white bears. We talked about the deck a lot during the stream. I think this archetype's just an okay collection of cards that are pretty consistently underpowered. Here's my thoughts though on the actual archetype. If you do want to play it, play 4 of each of these cards. This is the only thing powerful about this deck. Max out on them. Play all the Restoration Angels, play all the Flickerwisp, play all the Blade Splicers. This is the bread and butter right here. Smuggler's Copter was fucking great. This card was awesome. In addition to going up to 4 Blade Splicers, I would probably recommend going up to 4 Thraben Inspectors and playing 3 or 4 Copters. I don't even know if Thalia is that good, but yeah, just like, maybe you should just have 4 of all of these cards even. All of these cards are very reasonable. And like, the reason for Smuggler's Copter is great is because if you draw too many Copters, you get to loot your other Copters away. All right, at any rate, let's move on to the next one. I've got a sweetie here. I've got a